Coming to you live from Madison Square Garden in New York City, it's the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at forward, number 23, Quentin Richardson. Starting at center, number 34, Eddie Curry. Starting at the other forward, number 7, Channing Frye. Starting at guard, number 3, Stephon Marbury. Starting at the other guard, number 1, Steve Francis. And your coach, Isaiah Thomas.
All right, Steve, as we get started, what's the game plan for the Knicks tonight?
Well, anytime you face this club, Marv, it's about containing the penetration of Manu Ginobili. He is so good at attacking the rim, finding angles, and getting to the basket.
What a stretch for Manu, a key member of the Argentinian Olympic gold medal winning team, and then as a member of the San Antonio Spurs, so valuable in the 2 championship runs.
He's one of those guys where he just flat out wins. No matter what team he's on, they seem to win.
Here's Parker.
It's a nice touch there, Marv. I can't believe he made that shot with so much defensive pressure.
Horry on the block. That's his first rejection. And fires one up. The jumper by Parker. And that's a traveling violation.
Traveling violation for New York.
Parker takes all the way. Oh, what a collision. He is clearly in pain after that. Barry at the line. Misses them both. Barry giving no room, and that is his first field goal.
I'm a little surprised at the shot selection. That's a very difficult attempt, but he gets it to go.
The jumper by Barry.
What a great shot, Marv. Defensively, that's all you can do. Contest the shot and hope for the best.
Richardson had to work hard for that shot.
Difficult shot. Wow, I can't believe he made that one.
Barry gets it inside. The Spurs will get it back.
Spurs ball.
Seven on the 24. Good job by Marbury. Barry putting the speed on. And Brent Barry off the mark. We have just been informed about that earlier bump to Tony Parker. It is not as serious as it appeared, and he will be able to return tonight.
Good look at the basket, Marv. That's going to go if he continues to get that shot tonight.
And Manu Ginobili converts.
They've got to tighten up their defense there, Mark. Poor rotation.
Bowen trying to stay in front of him, and rebounded by Duncan. Here's Ginobili.
Ginobili, I think, Marv, is one of the most exciting players in the NBA. I'm not sure how he finds angles to the basket the way he does, but it's incredible the way he finds his way to the rim.
Ginobili on a quick release. Francis to the line.
Francis, very talented, Marv, a guy who loves to handle the ball, very explosive offensively, and when he wants to, can really get his teammates involved as well.
Rebound by Bowen. 3.5 gone by in the quarter. New York down by 3. Here's Bowen. Oh, what a shot by Bowen. Francis at the line. And he makes them both. Ginobili being played tightly. Offensive foul. It is a charge assessed on Bowen.
This is a great 2-for-1 opportunity here, Marvin. With this team trailing, they have a chance to close the quarter in a strong fashion.
Marbury firing. The Knicks able to keep it alive. And he's fouled from behind by Duncan. Richardson to the line. He's an 87% free throw shooter. One-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Good job by Marbury. Nice entry pass. And Robert Horry with his first bucket.
It's a beautiful shot there.
Here's Marbury.
Stephon Marbury.
Yes.
Manu Ginobili.
2 seconds remaining in the quarter. So the ball back to the Spurs.
Spurs ball.
The first quarter is in the books. The Knicks trail by 4. Been given the go-ahead by the training staff. He's now back on the floor. Richardson guarded by Bowen. And Quentin Richardson with a nice play. Nice ball movement. Shot clock down to 7. Francis had a hand up, and that changed the shot.
Second chance points, Marv. They kill you. You've got to secure that defensive rebound.
Delivery to Curry. Parker giving no room.
Great defense here, Marv, forcing a very difficult attempt.
And Manu Ginobili able to hit.
Defensively, they cannot give up such an easy hoop, Marv.
Marbury being played by Parker. And they clear it out. Shot clock down to 6. Now to 3.
Well, despite the great defensive pressure, Marv, somehow he gets it to go. That's why you get the ball into the hands of your best shooter with the clock winding down.
For 3, that's his first miss of the night. Marbury on the hop. Here's the shot by Francis.
Well, he had numbers in transition. I thought he could have gotten a layup and really settled for a poor shot.
Francis rebounds.
Marv, you have to make the defense work a little bit. That shot was taken way too early in the possession.
Steve Francis.
Well, you've got to keep the offense out of the lane. That's just way too easy.
Tony Parker.
Richardson met by Bowen.
What great defense. Everybody active and alert, helping each other out. That's what wins ball games, Marv.
And the
Tony
bucket.
Parker.
Delivery to Curry. Duncan on the block. That's his first rejection.
Marv, Duncan's shot blocking presence really allows the Spurs perimeter players to stay at home on shooters.
Handled by Curry.
Marv, you let the defense off the hook when you shoot so quickly. You've got to make them work.
Francis is open
2 minutes
and
left
rebounded
in the
by
second
Ginobili.
quarter.
Here's Parker. Tim Duncan puts it down.
Duncan.
Boy, you hate to give up second chance opportunities like that when you're trailing, Marv.
Here's Marbury.
Got to knock that one down, Marv. Too easy.
Parker taking the distance.
Tony Parker.
Boy, he is just so talented, Marv. What a move.
New York trying to get back into it. Marbury takes all the way. And Stephon Marbury blows the layup. Ginobili guarded by Francis. Rebound by Francis. The outlet. Parker trying to stay in front of him. And Quentin Richardson could not finish. Here come the Spurs. Parker gets it out. Nice pass inside. Ori with the jumper.
Good interior defense there, Marv. You've got to contest every shot. That's exactly what these guys are doing.
Back come the Spurs again. Here's Ginobili.
This team has to regain its composure, Marv. This deficit is growing steadily. They're in danger of letting this thing get out of hand.
Marbury at the line. He's 85% at the foul line. Steve, those who defend Stephon Marbury say there's no reason to label a position, whether he's a 1 or a 2, but can you win with a guy like Stephon playing the quote point guard spot?
Well, I think the problem in New York last year, Marv, was the combination of talent on that roster did not fit. And you know, you can blame Marbury, you can blame anybody else, but there has to be a balance between shooters and passers and ball handlers. And for New York last year, they just never could find that balance on the roster.
Francis finds the opening. Off the mark.
Well, he had a good look at the basket, just couldn't get it to go down.
Well, at the half, the Knicks trail by 10. The Knicks involved in another close game. That's been the pattern throughout the season. And again, points in the paint have been a problem.
Yeah, they have, Marvin. They're going to have to do a better job defensively. They've got to contest every pass. Can't let the offense just move the ball side to side. And I would look for some defensive adjustments here in the second half.
Francis gets space. And looking for the three. And Bruce Bowen knocks down the three.
Boy, the coach has to be extremely disappointed here tonight, Marv, with this defensive effort. Nobody challenging shots.
Pass intended to Parker. Marbury gets it to Francis. Good job by Bowen. Handled by Ori.
Marv, they have to get a better shot than that. It's very poor offensive execution.
Well, he got the call. Steve, how would you like to take a hit like that?
Well, I wouldn't. That's why I retired, and that's why I'm sitting next to you in the booth.
Nice entry pass. Richardson got it down low. Nice ball movement. Eddie Curry puts it down.
Well, that's what you like to see. When you're down, it's important to really be aggressive and try to get to the rim or the free throw line. Too quick, Marv. Too quick. They have the whole shot clock to work with. Got to make the defense work.
Marbury to the line.
Now, Stephon Marbury, of course, returning to his roots. Played his high school ball in Coney Island, and well, it was a dream come true for him when he was traded from Phoenix to the Knicks.
From Abraham Lincoln High School in the Coney Island area. Dunked it, reacting, blocked it. And Eddie Curry thought he was fouled, was looking for a call.
Marv, this will drive coaches crazy. You work so hard defensively to stop a team from scoring, and then you give them the offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Marv, where's the defense? You've got to slide your feet, get in front of people defensively. Tough shot at this stage of the game, Marv. You've got to get a better possession.
Here's Bowen.
Good job clogging the lane, Marv, not allowing anything easy at the basket.
And puts it down.
What an athletic maneuver to find his way to the rim.
Parker draws the double, and Tony Parker called for a travel. New York able to handle it. Francis being guarded. Jumper off the mark.
Boy, the defense very fortunate there, Marv. They gave up a wide open look, just didn't go down.
Ginobili at the line for the first time. Mono, the 57th overall selection in the 1999 draft. One of the biggest draft steals of all time. And the Spurs, Steve, certainly ahead of the curve in terms of sizing up talent from overseas.
Well, but even if you ask them, Marv, they'll tell you they didn't know what they had. They liked Ginobili. They figured he might be able to come over and make the roster. But he improved dramatically over the next several years in Europe. Spurs finally brought him over in 2002, 2003, and immediately won an NBA championship in his first season.
3 minutes gone by in the third. New York down by 8. Marbury being played by Parker. Open opportunity for Francis. Ginobili able to extend.
Once again, poor defense, Marv, leads to the easy hoop. They've got to tighten things up here.
Richardson fires one up. And Tony Parker not able to score. The Knicks will get it back.
New York ball.
Parker giving no room. Shot clock is down to 7. Curry again. And Eddie Curry was looking for a foul call.
Tough shot there. Somehow he gets it to go.
And rebounded by Richardson. Shot clock with 6 seconds remaining. Offensive foul, so the ball will go back to the Spurs. And the ball back to the Knicks.
Knicks ball.
4-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Down to 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. New York down by 8. Here's Ginobili. New York able to handle it. Curry to the bucket. This quarter running down, and he'll throw up a prayer from way downtown.
T-Mobile, official wireless partner of the NBA.
So after 3, the Knicks trail by 8. All right, here we go. They'll put it in play. To Duncan. Duncan met by Marbury. And Steve, you can relate to this as one who has turned it over on several occasions during fourth quarter situation.
Yeah, I can, Marv. A lack of focus. I always had a difficult time concentrating. Usually I was looking at the cheerleaders or maybe thinking about popcorn.
Beautiful defensive move. Here's the pick. He hit it.
Boy, beautiful execution on that high screen and roll, Marv. It leads to the open 3. Defensively, they've got to attack it, get the ball out of his hands. Marv, great job drawing the contact and still having the strength to finish the play. Well, he has such great range on that jump shot, Marv, that you have to respect that as a defender. And that means he has the ability to get past you and get to the foul line.
Bowen able to break it down, and Bruce Bowen not able to hit. Yes.
Come on, if they're going to climb their way back into this ballgame, they're going to have to start dominating the glass.
Francis accelerating, and Steve Francis not able to hit. Parker looking for the open man, and stuffs.
Beautiful offensive execution there, Marv. I like the way this team continues to attack.
Francis with the off-balance shot.
Steve Francis.
And gets the step. And Tim Duncan will put it home.
Where's the defensive help, Marv? That's way too easy.
Francis takes all the way.
Wow, what a shot. I don't know if it was the smartest attempt he's ever taken with his team down and under such defensive pressure, but he got it to go.
Parker takes all the way. And Tony Parker's able to hit on the layup.
Well, terrific use of that quickness, Marv. He gets all the way to the basket.
Nice pass inside. And Eddie Curry throws the layup. And Eddie Curry able to put it down.
It's a big play there, Marv. The second chance opportunity. When you're down, any type of effort play, hustle play like that one can get you back into the ballgame.
Duncan sets it up. Shot clock at 5. And Bruce Bowen thought he was fouled, was looking for a call. Marbury looking for the opening.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
A rainbow by Francis. Parker on the hop. And Manu Ginobili could not finish. And the bucket. And kicks it out. And Quentin Richardson takes advantage. Parker being played aggressively. And Manu Ginobili comes up short. And Isaiah Thomas, apparently not liking what he's seeing, takes a timeout. Marbury putting the speed on. He'll have to force. And he scores, getting the friendly roll. Frying kicks it out. Good job by Bowen. New York having difficulty finding a shot. A lot of pass work. Ginobili trying to stay in front of him. Here's another opportunity for New York. And Steve Francis picking up an intentional foul.
You have to force the action defensively here, Marv. You're down, it's late in the game, and you're not in the penalty, so why not attack the ball?
Parker at the line, first time tonight. And Tony Parker with 20 points. And Isaiah Thomas wants to talk.
Well, this is desperation time, Marv. Facing this kind of deficit, you've got to get a quick three. So I would look for maybe a flare screen or maybe a pick and pop. Get a shooter open, knock down a three, and then try to set up your defense, force a turnover or maybe foul. And even then, you're probably in trouble, but you never know.
Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Ginobili at the line. And misses both shots. New York takes another timeout. New York using its final timeout. Nice entry pass. Ginobili gets him to commit. Rebound by Ori. Oh, he fouled him intentionally, and that'll mean free throws. Ori at the line for the first time. Flying, able to reach for him. That was a three-point attempt. And Quentin Richardson showing the outside touch. Oh, he committed an intentional foul. They're just looking to stop the clock. He'll go to the line. Parker to the line. And hits both. Four-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Marbury gets it down low. The jumper by Curry. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Parker at the line. And he makes them both. Marbury in three-point territory.
Stephon Marbury for three.
And Stephon Marbury has fouled out. That's a huge loss for New York. Crawford has now stepped in for the first time.
Crawford.
And hits both. Crawford for three. Jamal Crawford. Beautiful job with 1 second remaining in the quarter. And that will do it. The final score is 68-65. This is Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr from Madison Square Garden. Live from the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando, it's the Orlando Magic and the Washington Wizards. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at center, number 31, Darko Milicic. Starting at guard, number 10, Keith Bogans. Starting at the other guard, number 14, Jameer Nelson. Starting at forward, number 33, Grant Hill. Starting at the other forward, number 12, Dwight Howard. And your coach, Brian Hill.
All right, Steve, what does Orlando have to do here tonight?
Well, the idea tonight, Marv, is to try to slow down Gilbert Arenas and force him into some perimeter shots. He's excellent when it comes to driving the lane.
Remember, Gilbert Arenas was only a second-round pick of the Golden State Warriors. There are a lot of teams that, if they could do it again, would have selected Gilbert Arenas.
Well, no question. I think the reason he slid in that draft was because nobody was sure if he could play point guard. He was a two-guard in college. He doesn't have two-guard size, but certainly he has proven that he can handle the point.
Good job by Hayes. Hill got rushed and lost it. And Caron Butler not able to hit.
Mark, they did a terrific job getting the ball in the paint. Just didn't make the basket.
Nice play. Nice pass inside. Howard kicks it back out. Here's the pick. Butler on the hop. And Gilbert Arenas able to hit.
Marv, Arenas, of course, comes from a long line of great guards from the University of Arizona.
And Jameer Nelson able to hit on the rainbow shot. Arenas sets it up and able to knock it down.
NBA players are too good shooters, Marv, to leave wide open like that. They're going to make that shot 9 times out of 10.
Hayes wide open and rebounded by Howard.
Anytime you end up with a wide open shot, you've got to be happy. Hey, sometimes it just doesn't go in, Marv.
Arenas taking the distance.
Transition offense, Marv, begins with a defensive stop, but it's finished by a good outlet pass and a great push up the floor.
The ball will go back to the bench. Nelson finds the room. And the bucket. Arenas comes across. Oh, what a pass. Yes, from downtown, Caron Butler.
The Magic were obviously confused defensively there, Marv. Nobody rotating to the shooter.
Nelson with the jumper. And Jameer Nelson hits on the pull-up.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Butler penetrating. Butler to the line. He's 83% at the line.
Butler coming off a terrific first season in Washington, Marv, where he averaged 17 points and 6 boards for the Wizards, and that turned out to be a pretty decent trade for Washington, giving up Kwame Brown to get the talented Butler.
Nelson being played aggressively. Good job by Arenas. Nelson accelerating, and Jameer Nelson was looking for a foul call. Three and a half gone by in the first quarter. Orlando down by 3. Nelson gets it inside and kicks it out. And Jameer Nelson, so proficient on that catch and shoot, got it off.
What a shot. That was great defense. He just made a spectacular shot.
Nelson able to break it down. Steve, I don't know about that call, and I know how difficult it is for the officials, but I'd go the other way.
Yeah, how can you say that? The offensive player came barreling down, totally out of control. I thought it was a great call.
Arenas sets it up. Oh, what a shot by Hayes. And fires one up. Hayward able to succeed with that box out.
Nice offensive possession, Marv. They just couldn't get the shot to go.
And Caron Butler could not finish.
Marv, as the game goes along, if they continue to hit the offensive glass, they'll make some of those second chance opportunities.
We're down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Orlando down by 2. We're down to the final seconds. Yes.
Jarvis Hayes for 3.
That's the end of the first. The Magic trail by 5.
Say no to Ozzy. Demorou. É o som do Brasil.
Here's the inbounds pass. Howard with a cross court. Shot clock is down to 7.
Boy, he did a nice job of recognizing the situation, taking the open shot when he had it.
Offensive foul, so the ball will go back to the Magic. Delivery to Hill. Nice ball movement. Delivery to Nelson. Nelson looking to get into the lane. Draws the foul. Nelson at the line. He's an 84% free throw shooter.
Well, Nelson made Steve Francis expendable back in 2005-2006. The Magic traded Francis to the Knicks and allowed Nelson to become the team's starting point guard, and he really flourished at that point. Terrific shooter, excellent ball handler, very strong, deceptively so for his size, and I think he has a chance to be one of the top point guards in the NBA for a long time to come.
Arenas gets it to Butler, and the field goal. Nelson on the hop. Howard to the line. He's had his ups and downs, 57% at the foul line.
Howard was the top pick in the 2004 NBA draft by Orlando, and he is quickly developing into one of the best players in the NBA. An amazing athlete at 6'11", long arms, very active, and he will continue to get better as he works on his offensive game.
Nelson trying to stay in front of him. Good job by Bogans. Nice move by Arenas. And Gilbert Arenas slows the layup. Pass intended for Hill. And puts it down.
Gilbert Arenas.
Nelson looking for the opening. Well, you can hear the impact of that collision. No question about the call.
Yeah, very physical play there. And Marvin, you know, I never used to take charges like that. I played what was called matador defense. Just let him go and get the ball back as quickly as possible so I could launch a three at the other end.
Steve on truth serum here today. Here's the shot by Butler.
Sometimes, Marv, this game is simply about putting the ball in the basket. This time they do everything right, but they come away with nothing.
Milicic on the quick release.
Maybe not the best of shots, Mark, but somehow he got it to go in.
Arenas, who has lots of space. And Grant Hill not able to score. Arenas being played by Nelson. Nice entry pass. Here's Hayes. Here's the shot by Hill.
This club is really pushing the ball in transition, Marv, and making life miserable on the defense.
Milicic had a hand up, and that changed the shot.
Very ill-advised shot, Marv, but really it's a result of a very poor offensive execution on that possession.
Milicic forcing.
Well, in a close game, Marv, you can't give up anything easy, and this team playing tough defense inside.
And Gilbert Arenas will put it home. Nelson facing the double. And Gilbert Arenas not able to hit.
I like the offense, Marv. They're doing a nice job getting to the rim, but you've got to convert that play.
Arenas being played tightly. And they clear it out. Shot clock down to 7. Handled by Nelson. And able to get it down low. Rebound by Hayward. Arenas being guarded. Nice pass inside. And Antoine Jamison hits on the pull-up.
Marv, he hit a terrific shot there, but you see the defense contesting that attempt. If they continue to do that all night, they'll be fine defensively.
Nelson at the line. And Jameer Nelson with 14 points. Arenas being played aggressively.
This is all coaches can ask for, Marv. Contest every shot.
Boy, he took the hit. Excellent play. And there's no question that was a charging foul.
Yeah, I agree, Marv. He moved his body, got excellent position, took the contact. That's a nice play defensively.
And the ball back to the Magic. Steve, you think he was a little casual on that play?
Absolutely, Marv. A mistake like that, I mean, that's an easy play, and yet he ends up throwing the ball to the guy in the 6th row.
Orlando trying to work it around, looking for a shot. Hayes coming over with some help defense. 5 seconds remaining in the half. Hayes to the line. He's 99% at the line. And Jarvis Hayes with 10 points. Final seconds, and he'll fire it up from beyond half court. And halfway through this one, the Magic trail by 5.
I wanna some heads. I'd rather lie in the bed. I'm out trying to get it. I'm just up in the club. I feel like crying. I feel like dying. Man. Woo. Thank you very much now. I wanna spaz out and throw a glass house with Joe. I know the time coming. Support gon' bust in and try to find something, but no. My baby just don't understand. I ain't rich, just in advance, but she knows. She better off than some of these baby dads don't even care. I don't kick it with cowards. This my career, you just rap in the shower. You ain't sacking no power, he ain't sacking. You ain't ready to ride, get your out that Impala. Holla, I'm on my grind, be back in an hour. I'm like the bully up in the class, just waiting for a chance. But then again, I used to get teased, kids said they acting white because they can read. Then again, ain't no benefit, fest cannot.
The Magic have to change their philosophy in the second half, Steve. And this has been a problem all season long. They're allowing teams to get those three-point shots off with very little resistance.
And I think a lot of that, Marv, is that they've been double teaming the post and their rotations have been slow. That's what's leaving those shooters wide open.
Arenas sets it up, and Jarvis Hayes not able to hit.
Pretty poor offensive possession there, Marv. You've got to find a better shot for one of your better shooters.
Milicic fires one up.
Offensively, that's what they wanted to do, Marv. They got a shot in the lane, but they've got to convert.
And Antoine Jamison thought he was fouled, was looking for a call.
Well, with a hand in his face, he somehow manages to make it anyway.
Nelson setting up at the offensive end. Here's the shot by Howard.
Marv, in a close game, every possession counts. That's a mental error. Quick shot with plenty of time on the clock.
Well, Marv, you make your bed, you lie in it. I mean, they left this guy out there already in foul trouble. Now he's got 4. We'll see if this team can stay in the game.
And Jarvis Hayes with 12 points.
For the Magic, number 1, Trevor Ariza.
They clear it out. Shot clock down to 6. Now to 3. Hayes coming over with some help defense.
Marv, if they expect to come away with a victory here tonight, they're going to have to get better shot attempts than that one.
Hayes got it down low. Jumper off the mark.
They've got to continue to rebound, Marv, because despite the fact that they're losing, they're really controlling the glass. You take a look at the numbers there, and eventually that really wears a team down.
Arenas with the move.
Gilbert Arenas.
Ariza at the line, first time tonight. And hits both. Arenas being played tightly, and Caron Butler off the mark. Here's Nelson, and Jameer Nelson not able to take advantage on the fast break.
Excellent job defensively, challenging the shot there, Marv.
Butler at the line.
Well, that's very important in a close game, Marv. Get your best foul shooters to the free throw line and accumulate some easy points.
And he makes them both. Ariza with a wide-open shot.
Defensively, Marv, they were extremely lucky. They gave up a wide-open shot. Fortunately for them, it did not go in.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's the shot by Hayes.
Well, the wide-open look, Marv, a result of terrific offensive rhythm.
They double up. Nelson with a nice pass. Yes, and the foul. Howard back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. And he does it. Three-point play. Arenas to the front court. Accelerates. And Gilbert Arenas able to flip it home.
I love the way he uses his speed to get into the paint.
Milicic wide open and rebounded by Hayes. Hayes gets inside. Yes, and it counts. Hayes back at the line looking to complete a three-point play.
Well, Marv, he's able to finish the play because of the great body control as he goes up in the air.
Ariza gets it down low. Good job by Arenas. Bogans gets it inside. Handled by Jamison.
It's the wrong shooter at the wrong time, Marv. Clock winding down. Very poor offensive possession. Good opportunity here for a 2-for-1, Marv. They can get a good shot here and still end up with another possession.
Washington able to handle it. The jumper by Jamison. That's an 11-3 run for the Wizards.
This is really where you find out about your team, Marv. You're getting pounded. What are you going to do? Quit or keep playing?
2 seconds remaining. Ariza on a catch and shoot. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Magic trail by 13.
Hey, let me grab my guitar and get in the car.
All right, they're set to resume. Hayes being guarded. And Brendan Haywood was looking for a foul call.
I like that this club is not settling for outside jumpers, Marv. They're continuing to get the ball in the paint.
And draws the foul. Nelson to the line. And Jameer Nelson with 16 points. Nelson doing a good job on Arenas. And Jarvis Hayes comes up short. Yes.
Brian Hill needs to call a timeout here, Marv. This game is sliding away from this club. They've got to regain their composure.
And Caron Butler draws the foul, and he'll shoot two. Butler at the line.
Nice job there, Marv. This is the way to protect a lead. Get your best free throw shooters to the line in the second half.
And that's a 3-second violation. Steve, what do you think? Good call. I know you're constantly checking out those 3-second violations.
I thought it was a little quick, Marv. It looked like he was only in there for maybe 2.9, and all of a sudden, the ref calls it, and we're going the other way. That's a rare call. You don't see that often.
And I know the internal clock in your head is always operating.
Ticking, Marv, constantly.
Nice entry pass. And looking for the 3. Yes, from downtown, Keith Bogans.
Well, beautiful perimeter shot there, Marv, and it's a result of solid offensive execution, and that's how they're going to get back into this game.
Nelson finds the opening. Nelson back at the line, looking to complete a 3-point play.
Marv, this is the NBA. When a guy waltzes into the lane like that, you've got to crack him down hard.
And he makes it. And a 3-second violation is called.
For the Wizards.
Bogans on the hop. They were down by as many as 18. It's now within 9.
Well, at the very minimum, Marv, this team has proven that they've got some character. They're not going to quit. They've continued to battle. I don't know if they can win this game, but this was a really nice showing by them in the fourth quarter.
Ariza got it down low and gets the friendly roll. Arenas being played aggressively. And that's a 3-second violation. So the ball back to the bench. Ariza sits down and is replaced by Hill.
Grant Hill.
And he puts it down.
Boy, it's fourth quarter, Marv. You can't give up such easy hoops.
Arenas on the drive. And the bucket.
Arenas. Two minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Nelson has to force it. The shot clock running down. And Dwight Howard missed on the foul. Shot clock at 6. Down to 4. Butler with the shot. And Brendan Haywood converts. Good job by Arenas. And Jameer Nelson not able to hit. Butler, his pass picked off. He fires from downtown. Jamison rebounds. And timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Well, at this point as a coach, Marv, you just want to draw something up to get yourself an open three-pointer, because when you're facing this type of deficit, you got to knock down a 3 and then force a turnover. Try to create some havoc out there. You never know what's going to happen, Marvin. I mean, every year it seems like we see a couple of games where you think it's over and then a miracle occurs. So at least put yourself in a position where you can cause some kind of miracle.
And Jameer Nelson with 23 points. And Jameer Nelson called for the intentional foul.
Well, they're not in the penalty yet, Marv, and down late in the game here, they've got to force the action. I don't mind that foul at all.
Arenas at the line for the first time. Rebound by Hill. And Brian Hill wants to talk.
Well, at this point, Marv, you've got to put your best shooters on the floor. Facing this kind of deficit, probably need threes. So look for this club to draw something up to get a perimeter look. And then at that point, force a turnover. If you can't do that, you've got to foul and hope that the other team misses, because this is really desperation time.
And scores. Nelson is 8 for 18 from the field. The Magic are over the foul. Arenas to the line.
Well, smart play there offensively, Marv. Getting the ball to one of your best free throw shooters. Now you've got an excellent opportunity to close out this game.
And Gilbert Arenas with 23 points. Orlando takes another timeout.
Well, Mark, facing this kind of deficit, you're really in big trouble, but what you try to do is get a quick three-pointer off. So maybe a flare screen or a quick pick and pop. Try to get a shooter open, knock down a three, and then you've got to force a turnover. If not, foul and send somebody to the line. But either way, they're probably in trouble at this point.
Will sit down, replaced by Nelson.
Number 14, Jameer Nelson.
Nice pass inside. Bogans at the line, first time tonight. Hits both. And Jameer Nelson has fouled out.
This is why this is an excellent ball club, Marv. They execute well down the stretch, getting the ball into the hands of one of their better foul shooters with the game on the line.
And Gilbert Arenas with 25 points. Bogans with a nice pass. Yes! Howard is 6 for 11 from the field. Arenas sets it up. Nice ball movement. And they clear it out. That's it. This one's over. The final score is 66-58. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr saying so long from the TD Waterhouse.
When I think y'all should hide from me, honestly, what you want to do it quietly.
Coming to you live from the United Center in Chicago, it's the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at forward, number 42, P.J. Brown. Starting at the other forward, number 5, Andres Nocioni. Starting at guard, number 7, Ben Gordon. Starting at the other guard, number 12, Kirk Collingwood. Starting at center, number 3, Ben Wallace. And your coach, Scott Skiles.
All right, Steve, as we get underway, what's the game plan for the Bulls here?
Marv, they're going to have to deal with the all-around play of Andrew Bogut. He's a terrific passer down on the block. Reminds me a little bit of Arvydas Sabonis, and this club likes to run its offense through Bogut.
Bogut, the overall #1 draft pick in 2005, and his stock really went up in the Olympics of 2004, showing very well for Australia, doing a good job and going up against Tim Duncan. Now they try the other side. The jumper by Gordon. met by Heinrich. That was a three-point attempt. Bogut kicks it out. Stolen. Heinrich with a layup opportunity.
Marv, you know the old coach's adage, great offense starts with solid defense. That's certainly the case here.
Bell being played aggressively to Red. Red to the rim. And Michael Red was looking for a foul call.
It's a beautiful shot there.
Heinrich looking to make his move. Here come the Bucks. Red able to extend.
Boy, he is just so talented, Marv. What a move.
Heinrich gets it across. Jumper off the mark. Brown gets it out. He fires from downtown. Handled by Red.
Marv, keep an eye on second chance opportunities as the game goes along. Offensive rebounds could be the difference in the game. Good job clogging the lane, Marv, not allowing anything easy at the basket.
Bogut on the rebound. It's a 3-on-2. Here's Simmons. And Bobby Simmons converts.
Well, when you make such a quick outlet pass, Marv, the defense is unable to recover. I'll tell you what, that reminded me a little bit of Bill Walton in his heyday.
Shades of Walton, Bill Russell. How about Wes Unseld?
Sure.
One-time Bullet who had a terrific outlet pass. 6 on the 24. Bell setting up at the offensive end. The Bucks able to maintain possession. Bogut able to chase it down and fires one up. And Bobby Simmons comes up short.
Well, you like the hustle, Marv, the second chance opportunity, but they just couldn't get it to go.
The jumper by Gore. Bell takes all the way. Nice pass inside.
In the first quarter.
Villanueva taking it to the rim.
Well, he'll get 2 free throws here, Marvin. Very important early in the game to establish something from the free throw line. Well, you look at Villanueva, Marv, and he's very big and active. He can shoot the ball. He's quick. And I think you have to have those types of players these days in the NBA because you look around the league, got guys like Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett, Sean Marion. Villanueva can match up with those guys, and that's where his value lies as a player.
Nice entry pass. Ben Wallace with a terrific finish.
Well, you've got to keep the offense out of the lane. That's just way too easy.
Bell gets it inside. Oh, what a shot by Villanueva. Shot clock is down to 7. Heinrich looks to do it off the dribble, and Kurt Heinrich is fouled. He'll go to the line. Heinrich at the line. He's 88% at the foul line. We are looking at a fundamentally sound basketball player, the son of a high school basketball coach, and how often we have seen that have an effect on a pro player's career.
Yeah, particularly point guards, and we asked Scott Skiles about that last year, and he said there's no question it's Heinrich's basketball awareness as a result of his upbringing, and actually I think plays a lot like Skiles did too, just his overall awareness of the game and his ability to involve his teammates in the offense.
Heinrich playing the point. Chicago able to clear it out. Shot clock down to 3. And Kurt Heinrich off the mark. Bell to the front court. Rebound by Heinrich. Heinrich taking it to the rim. Here come the Bulls. Final seconds of the first. Gordon at the line for the first time, looking to complete a three-point play.
Gordon was an all-rookie team selection back in 2005 with the Bulls. Came out of UConn, where he won an NCAA championship, part of that team that led by Emeka Okafor. Gordon, I think, has become a guy who you really have to be worried about at the defensive end of the floor. He is a threat to shoot the ball from about 25 feet and in.
So at the end of the first quarter, the Bulls lead by 2. All right, here we go. They'll put it in play. Gordon to the pull-up, and Ben Gordon not able to hit. Bell takes to the rim.
Charlie Bell.
He scores and a foul. Heinrich back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. And he makes it. To Red. Red fires one up. And Michael Red able to hit on the rainbow shot. Nocioni goes to the pull-up.
Bringing the crowd to its feet, Marv. The momentum obviously swinging in their direction.
Milwaukee able to clear it out. Accelerates. Bell double team. They double up. The jumper by Bogut.
Andrew Bogut. Kirk Heinrich.
Bell being played by Heinrich. Delivery to Simmons, and Bobby Simmons comes up short.
Well, he had a good look at the basket, just couldn't get it to go down.
And Ben Gordon, following his foul, was looking for a call.
Great transition offense, Mark, begins with a defensive rebound, and you've got to love the way they're pushing the ball up the floor.
Simmons putting the speed on, and Charlie Villanueva got the roll. Heinrich being played tightly, and a foul on the Bucks. Red putting some pressure on Gordon. Good job by Simmons. Nocioni gets it to Gordon.
What a great shot, Mark. Defensively, that's all you can do. Contest the shot and hope for the best.
Lost it. Heinrich to the bucket. Yes.
Well, that's what you want, Mark. Try to create some easy points in the first half. Get yourself going a little bit. Find some momentum.
And rebounded by Gordon.
If they're going to hang on to this lead, Mark, they've got to continue to defend like they did that time.
Gordon sets it up. Offensive foul, so the ball will go back to the Bucks. Red with a layup opportunity.
Got to knock that one down, Mark. Too easy.
Nocioni to the rim. And Ben Wallace called for the foul. That's his second. Red to the line. He's 88% at the foul line. and hits both. Heinrich walks to the front court. Here comes the help defense. Brown guarded by Villanueva. Chicago able to clear it out. Shot clock at 2. And P.J. Brown with a gorgeous move.
Well, what a gifted player he is, Marv. A terrific athletic play.
Simmons with the rainbow.
Beautiful shot there, Marv, but, you know, it's pretty easy to shoot when nobody's within 30 feet of you.
Heinrich, beautiful move. And Kurt Heinrich able to lay it home.
Excellent penetration there, Marv. He gets into the lane and finishes the play.
Milwaukee able to handle it. Oh, what a shot by Red.
Marv, it is so much easier to make a shot like that when you get a good pass from a teammate. That time, terrific offensive rhythm.
Nocioni wide open. Handled by Bogut.
That's all you can ask of this team offensively. They get the open look, just doesn't drop for them.
Gordon defending on Red.
He made a spectacular shot. The defense did all it could.
Here's Wallace. Rebound by Red. 1 second remaining. And on that note, the second quarter is finished. The Bulls lead by 4. The Bulls with a good performance in the first half, Steve, and they have done it with fast break opportunities, taking advantage of every fast break chance.
Yeah, they've done a nice job, Marv, especially of getting out and filling lanes, getting the ball off the glass and pushing it ahead, creating some easy scoring opportunities.
Bell got rushed and lost it. And Kurt Heinrich not able to take advantage on the fast break.
That's excellent defense there, Marv. The help comes over and contests the shot, forces that miss.
Simmons at the line, first time tonight. Heinrich moving to the front court. Good job by Simmons. And rebounded by Villanueva. Red, met by Gordon. Off the mark. Bogut had to work hard for that shot.
Marv, offensive rebounding is about quickness and anticipation. It's a terrific play there.
And fires one up. Villanueva rebounds.
Boy, the defense very fortunate there, Marv. They gave up a wide open look, just didn't go down.
Michael Red.
That's a 9-0 run for the Bucks.
Marv, you have to love the fortitude of this team. They were down, but they've made this great comeback by continuing to play hard defensively on the boards. They're sharing the ball. They're really clicking on all cylinders now.
Gordon feeling it. And Michael Red could not finish.
Now, this team being very physical here tonight, Marv, really controlling the glass. You take a look at the numbers, and that's a good way to start dominating a game. This could get out of hand if this keeps up.
And Kurt Heinrich with 14 points. pass inside. And Michael Redd off the mark. Redd giving no room. And fires one up. And Ben Gordon not able to hit.
Marv, it's going to take a much better defensive effort to win this game. They were very fortunate that that shot missed. Marv, this team has not only given up their lead, but all of a sudden they find themselves behind. They've got to start competing defensively. That's what got them the lead in the first place.
Nocioni being played by Simmons. Shot clock is down to 6. Villanueva ends up with it.
Hey, great offensive execution, Marv. He just couldn't get the shot to go.
2 minutes remaining in the third
Bell
quarter.
able to extend.
It's a nice touch there, Marv. I can't believe he made that shot with so much defensive pressure.
Heinrich forcing the shot. And he's rejected. Here's Heinrich, not able to hit the 3. Bell takes to the rim.
Good interior defense there, Marv. You've got to contest every shot. That's exactly what these guys are doing.
And they clear it out. Nice move by Gordon. Wallace kicks it back out. And Kurt Heinrich able to knock it down. Bell being guarded. Charlie Villanueva puts it down.
Marv, where's the defense? You've got to slide your feet, get in front of people defensively.
Redd trying to stay in front of him. Beautiful defensive move. Simmons with a quick release.
Well, in a tight game, offensive execution becomes even more important, Marv.
Heinrich guarded by Redd. Chicago able to handle it. Heinrich met by Redd. Chicago able to clear it out. This quarter running down, and he'll throw up a prayer from way downtown. Three-quarters of this one have been played. The Bulls trail by 4. All right, here we go. They will put it in play. Redd being played by Gordon. Handled by Brown. Heinrich able to break it down. And Kurt Heinrich not able to score. 3-on-2. Here's Redd. And the bucket.
Difficult shot. Wow, I can't believe he made that one.
Here's Heinrich. And Kurt Heinrich blows the layup. Steve, that's a bad play. You'd expect more from them.
Yeah, particularly in the fourth quarter, Marv, when you're trailing, you have to be very sharp offensively. That means good spacing and good ball movement. Fortunately for this club, they've been very casual with the ball.
Brown comes out to set the pick.
Teams love to run this high screen and roll, Mark. Forcing the defensive big man to come out to the perimeter usually leads to an open shot.
The Bucks able to keep it alive and was able to withstand the contact and still knock it down. Villanueva back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. And he does it. Three-point play. Bell giving no room. The ball will go back to the Bucks. Once again, an errant play and an inopportune time to cough it up.
Yeah, the fourth quarter, Marv, it's all about execution. You've got to come down each time on offense and get good ball movement, try to develop some kind of flow to your offense. Marv, in late game situations, you've got to find a better shot than that. Get the ball to your best shooter, work the defense, make them have to defend. They've got to tighten up their defense there, Marv. Poor rotation.
Red guarded by Gordon. And Michael Red could not finish. And kicks it out. Gordon forcing. Rebound by Red.
Marv, in a close game, second half, you've got to get a better look than that.
That will count. And the foul. Red back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. It. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Chicago down by 8. Nice ball movement. Hinrich running the club. Shot clock down to 7. Shot clock with 5 seconds remaining. And Kurt Hinrich is able to hit on the layup.
Beautiful drive there, and that's a huge bucket at this point in the game.
Bell on the hop. So that is the 13th foul on the Bulls. Simmons at the line.
That's a big play here in the fourth quarter, Marv. Not only does a great foul shooter get 2 free throws, but the clock stops as well.
Bobby Simmons with 11 points. Hinrich takes all the way. And Kurt Hinrich not able to score.
A brilliant maneuver, but it results in nothing. You've got to complete the play.
Bell at the line for the first time. And he makes them both. Bell doing a good job on Hinrich. And Ben Gordon comes up short. Milwaukee able to handle it. Goes to the short-range jump. Hinrich to the line. He is 4 of 5 at the line. And Kurt Hinrich with 23 points. Accelerates. Simmons on the hop. And Scott Skiles wants to talk it over.
Well, late in the game, Mark, you've got to come up with a quick score and then make a defensive stop. They might want to just foul their worst free throw shooter.
Gordon being played aggressively for 3. And Kurt Hinrich able to put it.
Well, it's imperative in tight games to contest every shot.
To Red. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement. Red gets it back to him. They clear it out. Red being played tightly and looking for the 3. A Well, he fouled him intentionally, and that'll mean free throws. Simmons at the line.
Great job by the offense getting the ball into the hands of the right free throw shooter. Look for this guy to knock two down.
And hits both. And timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Well, this is desperation time, Marv. Facing this kind of deficit, you've got to get a quick three. So I would look for maybe a flare screen or maybe a pick and pop. Get a shooter open, knock down a three, and then try to set up your defense, force a turnover, or maybe foul. And even then, you're probably in trouble, but you never know.
Oh, he committed an intentional foul. They're just looking to stop the clock. They'll go to the line. Bell to the line. Brown able to reach for it. And Scott Skiles, apparently not liking what he's seeing, takes a timeout. Heinrich fires it out. The jumper is off the mark. And Kurt Heinrich missed on the follow. And Ben Wallace on the follow.
How about the energy, Mark? How about the hustle to get that rebound, the easy second chance opportunity? That's big.
Bell at the line. And he makes them both. The Bulls clear it out, and Ben Gordon off the mark. Ben Wallace puts it down. 1 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Bell to the line. He is 5 of 6 at the line. And hits both. Simmons trying to stay in front of him. The Bulls control, and he puts it down. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Bell at the line. He has hit 7 of 8 at the line. Bell gets him to commit. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. This one is over. The final score is 64-57. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr from the United Center saying so long for now. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's the Utah Jazz and the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at guard, number 10, Gordon Garicek. Starting at the other guard, number 2, Derek Fisher. Starting at forward, number 5, Carlos Boozer. Starting at center, number 13, Mehmet Okur. Starting at the other forward, number 47, Andre Kirilenko. And your coach, Jerry Sloan.
Steve, what does Utah have to focus on tonight?
One of the key players they're going to have to focus on is Rip Hamilton, Marvin. I think he moves without the ball probably as well as anybody in the league. And what a lot of teams now in the NBA try to do with him is just keep him out of the middle. He loves to curl in. So instead of allowing him into the paint, you force him back to the baseline.
And so many facets to Rip's game. He led the NBA in three-point field goal percentage last season at 46%. Steve, that's sizzling.
Marv, if Boozer can ever get healthy and stay healthy, he's got a chance to be one of the best power forwards in the NBA. He's a guy who has a terrific low-post game. He'll step out onto the floor, knock down the perimeter shot, and an excellent defender as well.
Here's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
It's picked off. Kirilenko on the block. That's his first rejection. And a foul is called. Phillips with the steal. And Chauncey Billups converts.
The Pistons did a nice job there, Marv, coming up with the steal and converting it into points at the other end.
Fisher takes all the way. Yes. Fisher doing a good job on Billups. Delivery to Hamilton. The jumper by Hamilton.
NBA players are too good shooters, Marv, to leave wide open like that. They're going to make that shot 9 times out of 10.
Billups walks to the front court. And able to get it down low. And Rasheed Wallace will put it home. Juracek takes to the rim.
Boy, that's a nice touch. Hand in his face, he still gets it to go.
Billups being played tightly. And that's a 3-second violation. Steve, what do you think? Good call. I know you're constantly checking out those 3-second violations.
I thought it was a little quick, Marv. It looked like he was only in there for maybe 2.9, and all of a sudden, you know, the ref calls it, and we're going the other way. It's a rare call. You don't see that often.
And I know the internal clock in your head is always operating.
Ticking, Marv, constantly.
And misses both shots. Billups looking for the open man. And fires one up. And Andrei Kirilenko called for the foul. That's his first. Prince at the line. He's 88% at the foul line.
Prince really emerged onto the NBA scene in the 2004 finals, Marv. Remember when Detroit beat the Los Angeles Lakers and Prince had the job of guarding Kobe Bryant? He used those long arms and that quick footwork to stay in front of Kobe, gave him fits, and that helped Detroit pull off the upset.
Fisher on the hop. Shot clock to 6. Juracek for 3. Rebound by Wallace. Hamilton was wide open. And Rip Hamilton not able to hit. The jumper by Prince. That's a 12-4 run for the Pistons.
This is the last thing this home crowd wanted to see, Marv. They came in here fired up, ready to cheer, and they've got nothing to be excited about.
Billups running the team at the point. And looking for the 3. Box out by Okoro. Utah looking to find some rhythm. Here's Fisher. 3.5 gone by in the quarter. Utah down by 7. Billups takes all the way. Handled by Kirilenko. Fisher finds the room. Fisher to the line. And hits both. The Dice has checked in for the first time for Detroit.
Antonio McDice.
Phillips being guarded. Jumper off the mark.
Nice offensive possession, Marv. They just couldn't get the shot to go.
Fisher being played aggressively. The jumper is off the mark. Jiricek gets the screen. Off the mark. And Carlos Boozer with the tip.
We love the hustle, Marv. The offensive board leads to the putback, and that's pure energy right there.
Oh, a flamboyant finish. Fisher being played by Phillips. Shot clock with 7 seconds remaining. Okor to the bucket. And Antonio McDice called for the foul. That's his first. Okor at the line. He's 99% at the line.
Okor had a career season with the Jazz in the 2005-2006 campaign, averaged 18 points and 9 boards, one of the better three-point shooting big men in the NBA.
We're down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Utah down by 5.
Out of bounds. Jazz ball.
Fisher on the hop. Nice ball movement. Beautiful jump hook by Boozer.
A very difficult shot there, Marv. Somehow managed to get it in.
McDice to the line. And he makes them both. Okor walking it up. Not able to hit the three. Well, as the first quarter draws to a close, the Jazz trail by 5.
It feels good to be fine. Little cities in major cities, there's only a love. Instead of love and mistaken it, can you find it? Sun is on the ground, continue to line and I try to stop this, who can top this? All the stuff, baby, can jump to this. When I'm shut, this totally open up my so look at my shit.
All right, we're ready. They're setting it up. Fisher takes all the way. And Derek Fisher not able to score.
Marv, they did a terrific job getting the ball in the paint. Just didn't make the basket.
And
Chauncey
the bucket.
Billups.
Jiricek looking to make his move. Beautiful defensive move. Prince, who has lots of space.
Tayshaun Prince.
You have to love the way this team is playing offensively, Marv. Really getting open looks from solid execution.
Fisher back at the line looking to complete a three-point play.
Marv, great job drawing the contact and still having the strength to finish the play.
And he makes it. Prince again, and gets the friendly rim.
Prince.
Good job by Prince. Here's Boozer. And Chauncey Billups able to hit.
That's a pretty easy hoop there, Marv. They got to tighten up that defense.
Fisher being played tightly. And fires one up. The jumper by Giracek. Billups gets inside. Yes, from downtown, Chauncey Billups. Boozer whips it over. Here's the shot by Fisher. And rebounded by Wallace.
Marv, absolutely terrific defense, something I really know nothing about, but you know what? When I see it, I know it.
Hamilton.
I like that this club is not settling for outside jumpers, Marv. They're continuing to get the ball in the paint.
2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Utah down by 13. Billups kicks it back out, and Rip Hamilton able to knock it down. That's an 8-0 run for the Pistons.
Marv, they've taken this home crowd right out of this game. They're rebounding, they're defending, they're getting out on the fast break, and they're making quite a push.
And Derek Fisher with a nice play.
This is all coaches can ask for, Marv. Contest every shot.
2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Okor ends up with it.
Marv, most coaches want 4 or 5 passes before a shot. That one was way too early in the possession.
To Kirilenko. Yes, from downtown.
Kirilenko for three.
Prince gets it right back. That's a forced shot. McDyess able to rescue. And kicks it out. Hamilton sets it up. Detroit having difficulty finding a shot. Here's the shot by McDyess.
Maybe an ill-advised shot, Marv, but probably a result of terrific defense.
Kirilenko at the line. Well, Andre, hoping to avoid some of those early season injuries of a year ago, but put forth some terrific all-around numbers. 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, how about 3 blocks, 4 assists. One of the better all-around players in the NBA.
One of the few guys in the NBA who you could actually say can cover all 5 positions. I mean, if you think about it, you can put him on a center if you have to because he's got those long arms, but he's quick enough to handle guards on the perimeter.
Billups with a nice pass. The Pistons control. Prince kicks it out. And Rip Hamilton with the touch. Another 3.
The only way to get back into this game is to play solid defense, but then finish that off by securing the rebound.
Fisher sets it up. Delivery to Fisher. Billups trying to stay in front of him. The Jazz clear it out. Fisher puts the speed on. And Derek Fisher off the mark.
Nice job challenging that shot once again, Marv.
That's the end of quarter number 2. The Jazz trail by 12. The Jazz have to change their philosophy in the second half, Steve. And this has been a problem all season long. They're allowing teams to get those three-point shots off with very little resistance.
And I think a lot of that, Marv, is that they've been double-teaming the post and the rotations have been slow. That's what's leaving those shooters wide open.
Prince with the interception. And fires one up. And Rip Hamilton not able to hit. Fisher, beautiful move, and Derek Fisher able to lay it home.
Well, nice take to the rim there, Marv, and that's the way you cut into a lead. Really be aggressive going into the paint.
To Prince. Oh, what a shot by Prince.
It's been that kind of a night, Marv. This team is executing beautifully on offense and getting wide open looks.
Fisher trying to set up. Five on the 24. That was a three-point attempt. Nice box out by Wallace. Hamilton with a layup opportunity.
Very difficult attempt there, Marv, but he gets the ball to go in.
Fisher draws the double. That will count and the foul. Boozer back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. Rebound by Wallace. Phillips able to extend. Well, he pulls up. Prince had a hand up, and that changed the shot.
Marv, certainly when you have the advantage on the break, you expect to get something a little better than that. I didn't like that attempt at all.
Here's Guricek, handled by Prince.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to continue to try to build upon it, and the way you do that, Marv, is solid defense.
Fisher bringing it across. Yes!
Smart move there, Marv. When you're down, it's important to really be aggressive. Get something attacking towards the rim in the paint, and that might jumpstart this club.
Phillips met by Fisher. Here's the shot by Wallace. Fisher makes his move, and Derek Fisher able to flip it home. Phillips with the move and fires one up, and Chauncey Billups comes up short. Billups giving no room.
2 minutes left.
Here's the shot by Guricek.
Offensively, that's what they wanted to do, Marv. They got a shot in the lane, but they've got to convert.
Hamilton being guarded, and Rip Hamilton off the mark.
They are really controlling the rebounding area, Marv. You take a look at the numbers there, and I think that eventually will pay dividends. Despite the fact that they're losing right now, they'll look to wear this club down with extra possessions off the boards.
And hits both. Phillips being played aggressively. The jumper by Wallace. Hamilton trying to stay in front of him, and rebounded by Wallace.
Marv, down the stretch, every possession counts. You've got to make the defense work and get a better shot than that one.
Fisher again, and gets the friendly roll. That's a 10-2 run for the Jazz.
Great run here, Marv, and this club continued to battle when things were bad, and they're right back in this thing. And that drives coaches crazy, Marv, because you just want to get the play completed, get the 2 points, and get back defensively. Probably a little too much showing off there.
Derek Fisher with 23 points. Hamilton guarded by Giricek. And he is fouled by Fisher.
Well, that's very important in a close game, Marv. Get your best foul shooters to the free throw line and accumulate some easy points. Marv Billups is a very physical player. That's why he's such a tough matchup for smaller point guards. He's big and strong, likes to take smaller defenders down on the block, but he's also a guy who can step outside and hit big shots, as he's proven in the playoffs time and again over the years.
And Chauncey Billups with 11 points. Fisher to the front court. Good job by Billups. Billups had a hand up, and that changed the shot.
Marv, this is how you win basketball games. You challenge every shot and you compete.
Billups to the line.
Marv, it's amazing when you look at MVP candidates in general in the history of the NBA. Very few of them bounced around the league like Chauncey Billups did. But he found his niche in Detroit and became a key part of that 2004 championship team. One of the top point guards in the NBA.
Kirilenko on the rebound. For three, he hit it. And here we have the end of the third quarter. The Jazz trail by 4. All right, here we go. They will put it in play. What a pass. Wallace on the hop. And Rip Hamilton's able to hit on the layup.
Boy, it's fourth quarter, Marv. You can't give up such easy hoops.
Billups putting some pressure on Fisher. And Derek Fisher got the roll. Billups being played by Fisher. Detroit able to clear it out. Billups putting the speed on. Rebound by Boozer. Kirilenko with the jumper. Delivery to Prince. Prince spinning. Nice box out by Giricek. Giricek to the rim. And Rip Hamilton with his third. Giricek at the line. First time tonight. Makes them both. Nice entry pass. The Pistons able to maintain possession. Okoro able to reach for it.
Your main concern when you get to the basket, Marv, is to complete the play, not showboat.
And Derek Fisher, thought he was fouled, was looking for a call. Phillips met by Fisher. Great help over there by Kirilenko. Fisher walks it across. And Gordon Gierczek could not finish. And kicks it out. Wallace with the open shot.
Rasheed Wallace.
And Carlos Boozer was looking for a foul call. Phillips gets space. Here's the double. Prince gets it inside. Now they go back to the other side. Here's Gierczek and Rasheed Wallace charged with foul number 3. Gierczek at the line. Fisher giving no room. Detroit able to clear it out. Prince firing. The Pistons able to keep it alive. Off the follow.
Can't give up easy ones down the stretch, Marv. You've got to secure that rebound.
Accelerating. Andre Kirilenko taking it to the rim.
Great penetration there, Mark. So many teams settle for jump shots in this situation. I like the aggressive nature of this ball club.
Detroit able to handle it. And Tayshaun Prince with 14 points. And a timeout is called.
Well, this is a critical juncture of this game, Marv, and it's important to get a good, solid offensive possession here out of this timeout. Look for them to draw something up for their best player.
Fisher being played tightly. They'll have to force. Phillips on the hop and kicks it out. Hamilton with a rainbow. And timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Marv, I like this timeout. This is a critical possession here. They've got to get a good shot off here, and at the other end, play solid defense. They know they're still in this game, whether they score or not right here.
Fisher looking to get into the lane, and Derek Fisher, thought he was fouled, was looking for a call. Phillips being surrounded. He fires from downtown. Wallace gets it out. Shot clock down to 5. A rainbow by Prince. Utah takes another timeout.
Marv, this is where coaches look at their menu of ATOs after timeout plays. Everybody's got them. They're going to look at matchups here, try to pick the best one, and try to get a score.
Fisher being guarded. 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And Derek Fisher picking up an intentional foul.
Marv, with a foul to give, you might as well be aggressive, get after it, try to cause a steal, and if you pick up a foul, no problem.
Davis at the line for the first time. hits both. 20 seconds left in the quarter. It's a 3-point game. Fisher on the hop. The jumper is off the mark. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Davis to the line. Handled by Kirilenko. Kirilenko sets it up, and Carlos Boozer not able to hit. Oh, he committed an intentional foul. They're just looking to stop the clock. He'll go to the line. Prince at the line. And Tayshaun Prince with 18 points. Put this one in the books. The final score is 63-57. Marv Albert with Steve Kerr saying so long from the Delta Center. The only thing I be is heavyweight. Let me demonstrate the key to create. Check out the item that I create. Coming to you live from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, it's the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at center, number 25, Eric Dampier. Starting at guard, number 34, Devin Harris. Starting at the other guard, number 31, Jason Terry. Starting at forward, number 5, Josh Howard. Starting at the other forward, number 41, Dirk Nowitzki. And your coach, Avery Johnson.
All right, Steve, as we get started, what are the keys here for the Mavericks tonight?
Well, I think they have to slow down Jason Richardson, Marv. He's so explosive, and you can't let him get to the basket. You've got to force him to become a jump shooter. Although he can make some shots, he's most effective when he's getting to the rim. Jason Terry, a very offensive-minded point guard. In fact, came over to the Mavericks, and Dallas wasn't sure if he was going to be able to run the team, but has fit in quite nicely next to Dirk Nowitzki and become an extremely clutch performer.
Davis on the drive. Accelerates. Richardson is turned back. Shot clock down to 7.
Got to knock that one down, Marv. Too easy.
Davis takes to the rim. To Terry. Terry with a layup opportunity.
Tough shot there. Somehow he gets it to go.
Nice entry pass, and rebounded by Howard.
Great defense here, Marv, forcing a very difficult attempt.
Yes!
Well, how about the speed of this club getting up and down the court so quickly?
And the ball back to the Warriors.
Golden State ball. Jason Richardson.
Harris, beautiful move, and Devin Harris not able to score.
That's excellent defense there, Marv. The help comes over and contests the shot and forces
Jason
that miss.
Richardson.
Well, when you make such a quick outlet pass, Marv, the defense is unable to recover. I'll tell you what, that reminded me a little bit of Bill Walton in his heyday.
Shades of Walton, Bill Russell, how about Wes Unseld?
Sure.
One-time Bullet who had a terrific outlet pass. Dunleavy with the rainbow, and that is his first field goal. Harris finding room, and Devin Harris right back. Davis being played tightly. Delivery to Richardson. The jumper's off the mark and stuffs.
Marv, offensive rebounding is about quickness and anticipation. It's a terrific play there.
Davis coming over with some help defense. Jumper off the mark.
Great defensive possession there, Marv. Everybody challenging their man.
And scores.
He made a spectacular shot. The defense did all it could.
Dallas able to handle it. Off the mark. Richardson shoots the three. That's a 13-4 run for the Warriors. And this crowd has gone silent.
Marv, they've sucked the life right out of this arena. They're on a big run now.
Terry with the shot, handled by Murphy. 3.5 gone by in the first quarter. Dallas down by 3. Jason Richardson with a terrific finish.
Great transition offense, Marv, begins with a defensive rebound, and you've got to love the way they're pushing the ball up the floor.
Terry with the jumper. The jumper by Terry.
Marv, it is so much easier to make a shot like that when you get a good pass from a teammate. That time, terrific offensive rhythm.
Davis able to chase it down. They clear it out. Dunleavy putting some pressure on Howard.
So important to close quarters strongly, Marv, and this club has an opportunity for a 2-for-1 here. Good job clogging the lane, Marv, not allowing anything easy at the basket.
Howard to the bucket, and Josh Howard was looking for a foul call. Down to 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dallas down by 1.
Jason Richardson.
Terry walks it across. And the bucket.
They've got to tighten up their defense there, Mark. Poor rotation.
Here's Dunleavy. Yes.
Mike Dunleavy.
And that's a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation for Dallas.
The first quarter comes to an end. The Mavs trail by 3.
I'm so high, but I'm so clean. The click so tight, and it's so fly.
All right, we're ready. They're setting it up. Davis giving no room. Here come the Warriors. Richardson to the rim. Jason Richardson gets the call on the continuation, so that will count, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, Richardson is just so athletic, Marv. A guy who can knock down three-pointers on the outside, but you get out on him, he'll go right past you and dunk on the entire team.
Rebound by Dunleavy. Davis being played by Harris. The jumper by Dunleavy.
Great offensive execution, Marv, by a team that's really sharing the basketball.
Harris being guarded.
Wow, what a shot, Marv, under duress, but you have to like the defensive intensity that this club is showing here tonight.
Nowitzki trying to stay in front of him. Great help over there by Nowitzki. Down to 2. Here's Harris. The Mavericks control. Dirk Nowitzki. He fires from downtown. And Mike Dunleavy hits the 3. Harris, nice move. And he's fouled from behind by Murphy. Harris to the line.
Well, he'll get 2 free throws here, Marvin. Very important early in the game to establish something from the free throw line.
And he makes them both. Davis takes all the way.
But when you take a lot of quick shots, it's very difficult to establish any kind of offensive rhythm.
And he's fouled from behind by Davis. Harris at the line. And hits both. Davis met by Harris. Here's the shot by Richardson.
Beautiful shot there, Marv. But, you know, it's pretty easy to shoot when nobody's within 30 feet of you.
Here's Harris, and Devin Harris not able to hit.
If they're going to hang on to this lead, Marv, they've got to continue to defend like they did that time.
And rebounded by Dampier.
Good interior defense there, Marv. You've got to contest every shot. That's exactly what these guys are doing. Well, that's what you want, Marv. Try to create some easy points in the first half. Get yourself going a little bit. Find some momentum.
Baron Davis taking it to the rim.
Boy, what a gifted player he is, Marv. A terrific athletic play.
Dallas able to handle it. 7 on the 24. 3.5 gone by in the second quarter. Dallas down by 4. Dunleavy looking to get into the lane. Shot blocked. Terry again. And Jason Terry comes up short. Howard doing a good job on Davis. And he puts it down.
What an athletic maneuver to find his way to the rim.
Here's Harris. Devin Harris with the bucket, and he'll head to the line. Harris back at the line looking to complete a 3-point play. Handled by Dunleavy.
An excellent 2-for-1 opportunity here, Marv, to end the half. A chance to go into the locker room on a high note. Defensively, they cannot give up such an easy hoop, Marv.
Harris draws the double team. Nice ball movement. Harris gets space, and Devin Harris thought he was fouled, was looking for a call.
Terrific job in the open floor, Marv, creating an easy basket, and they're really trying to push the tempo here in the first half.
Troy Murphy.
Boy, you hate to give up second chance opportunities like that when you're trailing, Marv.
One up the half. The Mavericks trail by 4. The Mavericks in a situation now where they must come from behind. They have only themselves to blame because they're not taking care of the basketball.
Now, they've got to be much sharper in the second half, Marv, offensively. They got to spread the floor, move the ball, and create better shooting opportunities. Well, this team being very physical here tonight, Marv, really controlling the glass. You take a look at the numbers, and that's a good way to start dominating a game. This could get out of hand if this keeps up.
Here's Harris, and Devin Harris able to lay it home.
Well, you've got to keep the offense out of the lane. That's just way too easy.
Terry looks to run. The basket counts and the foul. Terry back at the line looking to complete a three-point play.
Jason Terry played his college ball for Lute Olson at Arizona, drafted originally by the Atlanta Hawks and eventually traded to Dallas. A terrific clutch shooter, beautiful shooting stroke, a point guard with a shooting guard's mentality.
Here's Murphy. Bucks out by Dampier.
Marv, it's going to take a much better defensive effort to win this game. They were very fortunate that that shot missed.
And Dirk Nowitzki able to flip it home.
Bringing the crowd to its feet, Marv. The momentum obviously swinging in their direction.
Baron Davis with a terrific finish.
Spectacular move there, Marv, and a strong finish.
Harris being played aggressively. The jumper by Terry.
Jason Terry.
Davis being played tightly. Good job by Terry. Nice crossover. Yes, Jason Richardson.
Very questionable shot selection, Marv, but he gets it to go down.
Harris sets it up. That's a 4 shot. The jumper by Terry.
What a great shot, Marv. Defensively, that's all you can do. Contest the shot and hope for the best.
Good job by Harris. Nice pass inside. The jumper by Dunleavy.
Ideally, you'd like a higher percentage shot attempt, but he still gets it to go.
Here's Harris, and gets the friendly roll. To Dunleavy, and Mike Dunleavy not able to hit. Here's Murphy.
Troy Murphy.
3 minutes gone by in the quarter. Mavericks up by 1. And Jason Terry hits on the pull-up. Nowitzki ends up with it.
That's nice defense there, Marv. They contested the shot, made that very difficult.
And Josh Howard's able to hit on the layup.
Terrific job getting out into the open floor, finding the open man. That's big there, an easy bucket in transition.
Dunleavy fires one up. Harris to the line. He has hit 6 of 7 at the line. Rebound by Dunleavy. Richardson makes his move. Strong move by Richardson. Terry able to extend, and a foul on the Mavericks. Davis takes all the way, and Baron Davis could not finish.
Troy Murphy.
Marv, this is an excellent 2-for-1 opportunity. This club can build its lead if they handle the clock correctly.
Open opportunity for Terry. Nowitzki at the line for the first time. Steve, do you think that Dirk is humming that David Hasselhoff song, his favorite, called Looking for Freedom? It came out during the course of the playoffs that someone asked, how do you take your mind off shooting pressure free throws? And he said, well, you know, when I was growing up as a kid in Germany, my favorite song was Looking for Freedom, which was sung by David Hasselhoff.
Well, a lot of players, Mark, to try to focus and lock in on what they're trying to do at the free throw line, will sing a song to himself or maybe say something to himself. Anything to get rid of that external pressure from the fans or the situation. And for Dirk, it simply involves singing the Hasselhoff song.
Terry at the line.
Now they're in big trouble, Marv. I'm not sure if you can stay in the game with one of your stars on the bench, but they have to sit him down now. He's got 4.
And Jason Terry with 25 points. So the ball back to the Mavericks.
Very careless turnover there, Marv. No reason for that.
Bad pass. Richardson in possession. Good job by Terry. Here's Murphy. And Troy Murphy was looking for a foul call.
Difficult shot. Wow, I can't believe he made that one.
Richardson moving to the front court. So after 3, the Mavs lead by 1.
Shauna K. Jim Johnson production with Feezy.
When I hear music, it makes me dance. You got the music, here's my chance. When I hear music, it makes me dance. You got the music, here's my chance. DJ, play the funky music, 'cause it makes me.
All right, here we go. They're setting things up. Davis gets it inside. Yes, Dunleavy is 7 for 11 from the field. Here's Harris, and Devin Harris blows the layup. Richardson looking for the opening.
Boy, he is just so talented, Marv. What a move.
Dampier finds the room, and Eric Dampier not able to score. And Dirk Nowitzki able to hit.
Well, you got to love the sheer energy and the hustle, Marv. And you can get an extra possession down the stretch. You're in great shape.
He'll have to force, and puts it down.
Well, in the NBA in a close game, it often comes down to extra possessions. That's why rebounding totals are so important.
Howard on the quick release.
Well, in a tight game, offensive execution becomes even more important, Marv.
Davis able to break it down. Good job by Richardson. And Jason Terry takes advantage. Dampier on the rebound.
Excellent defensive possession there, Marv. They challenged that shot, made it difficult.
And kicks it out. Oh, what a shot by Howard.
This is what good teams do, Marv. They execute offensively. They get good attempts at the basket.
Howard defending on Dunleavy.
It's a great shot there, Marv, but you have to like the fact that the defender is up in the shooter's face, contesting the shot, and really trying to put pressure on him.
Nowitzki looking to make his move.
Marv, where's the defense? You've got to slide your feet and get in front of people defensively.
Davis gets inside. Wait a moment.
His coach can't be pleased there, Marv. Way too much emphasis on flair, not nearly enough on production.
The Mavs able to keep it alive. The ball will go back to the Warriors. That is a costly turnover.
Marv, you have to value the basketball in the fourth quarter. Momentum can change so quickly in this game. They're going to have better offensive execution.
Good job by Harris. Davis looking for the pick, gets it. He hit it.
Good solid pick there. Frees him up for the jump shot.
To Terry. That's a four shot. The jumper by Terry. Nice ball movement. Josh Howard with a terrific finish.
Can't give up easy hoops like that, Mark. You've got to force some perimeter shots.
And a foul is called.
Well, Marv, it's not a bad foul because you're not in the penalty yet, but with this team leading, they probably ought to back off a little bit. You don't want to put the other team at the foul line.
Davis again with the open shot.
Well, it's no secret how this team has grabbed the lead, Marv. They are really being physical down on the block. You take a look at the rebounding totals, and if this continues, I would look for them to pull away and win this game.
Richardson, he's been on fire. And Troy Murphy intentionally fouled him.
Well, the best way to get back in this game is by being aggressive defensively, and the fact that they're not in the penalty yet makes this actually a pretty good foul.
Terry to the line. He has been perfect. 5 of 5 at the line. And Jason Terry with 42 points. And Mike Montgomery wants to talk.
Well, this is desperation time, Marv. Facing this kind of deficit, you've got to get a quick three. So I would look for maybe a flare screen or maybe a pick and pop, get a shooter open, knock down a three, and then try to set up your defense, force a turnover, or maybe foul. And even then, you're probably in trouble, but you never know.
Howard able to reach for it. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Howard at the line, first time tonight. Late here in the fourth. Golden State now has one timeout left. Davis guarded by Harris. A rainbow by Davis, kept alive by Beatrice. Beatrice at the line for the first time. Nowitzki rebound. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Mavericks up by 8. Nice entry pass. Nice pass inside. The Warriors are over the foul. And Dampier at the line, first time tonight. And hits both. And Mike Montgomery, apparently not liking what he's seeing, takes a timeout. The Warriors clear it out. Dunleavy penetrating and fires one up. And Jason Richardson off the mark. The clock's run out. The final score is 74-64. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr from the American Airlines Center. Thanks for Congratulations to tonight Jordan Player of Live from Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Portland Trail Blazers. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at guard, number 14, Sean Livingston. Starting at center, number 35, Chris Kaman. Starting at the other guard, number 5, Cuttino Mobley. Starting at forward, number 50, Corey Maggette. Starting at the other forward, number 42, Elton Brand. And your coach, Mike Dunleavy.
Steve, as this one gets going, what are the keys for Los Angeles?
Marv, they have to contain Jamal Magloire. He's a very reliable low-post player and big and strong enough to sometimes command a double team. He's got those long arms, can shoot over the top of the defense.
Jamal making the All-Star team for the first time in 2004. Mobley at the line for the first time, looking to complete a three-point play. And he does it. Three-point play. Good job by Maggette. Nice pass. And kicks it out. Nice entry pass. And Raef LaFrentz got the roll.
LaFrentz.
Livingston got it down low. The jumper by Mobley. Dickow being played by Livingston. Setting up down low. Here's Magloire. And gets the friendly roll. Livingston looking to make his move. And Chris Kaman called for the foul. That's his first. Dickow at the line. He's an excellent 91% free throw shooter. And hits both. Mobley with the open shot. And Dan Dickow could not finish.
Marv, they did a terrific job getting the ball in the paint. Just didn't make the basket.
Yes!
You got to finish off the play defensively, Marv. You force the miss, but you've got to secure the rebound.
He'll have to force. Brand rebound. 3-on-2. Mobley to the rim. Oh, a showboat wide.
Boy, that's a magnificent play there, creating that scoring opportunity.
Dickow gets it to Miles. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement. Shot clock to 6. Miles being guarded. And Jamal Magloire able to put it down. Maggette to the line. He's a 74% free throw shooter.
Marv, this guy gets to the foul line at will. Of course, in 2004, actually led the NBA in free throw attempts, and you can see why. He's explosive, he's athletic, and he's incredibly strong.
Dickow being played tightly. 2 minutes. Jumper off the mark.
Maybe an ill-advised shot, Mark, but probably a result of terrific defense.
And gets the friendly roll. Mobley. Beautiful move. And Brandon Roy blows the layup.
Marv, certainly when you have the advantage on the break, you expect to get something a little better than that. Nothing like that attempt at all.
Good job by Livingston. Dickow with a nice pass. And looking for the three. Kaman able to reach for him.
Well, he couldn't get that one to go, but as the game goes on here, Marv, I would expect him to start knocking down open shots like that. They've got to do a better job keeping the ball out of the paint, Marv.
Dickow playing the point. Nice pass inside. And Brandon Roy off the mark. Delivery to Mobley. Mobley takes to the ring.
Nate McMillan either needs a timeout or he's got to get his team into good position offensively. They need a score.
And Dan Dickow not able to hit. Livingston on the hop and gets the friendly rim.
Boy, that's a nice touch. Hand in his face, he still gets it to go.
Here's LaFrance. We're down to the final seconds. Final seconds, and he'll fire it up from beyond half court.
Portland ball.
That's the end of the first. The Clippers lead by 14. All right, here we go. They'll put it in play. Dickow giving no room. And Cuttino Mobley so proficient on that catch and shoot. Got it off. Dickow facing the double. And Darius Miles comes up short.
What is he doing, Marv? That's a terrible shot with plenty of time on the shot clock.
And Cuttino Mobley once again. Dickow makes his move. And Brandon Roy not able to hit. That's his first miss of the night. And Jamal McGlure with the tip. Livingston bringing it across. That's a forced shot handled by LaFrance.
Well, it's about time they started competing defensively, Marv. They finally get out and contest the shooter, but, man, this thing is getting ugly.
Dan Dickow.
This is all coaches can ask for, Marv. Contest every shot.
Livingston at the line. He's had his ups and downs. 57% at the foul line. Roy with the shot. Nice box out by Brand. Miles able to break it down.
Boy, that's a terrific play, showing his athleticism.
Miles defending by McGiddy. Rebound by McGlure.
Marv, most coaches want 4 or 5 passes before a shot.
That one was way too early in the possession.
And he's fouled from behind by Livingston. Roy to the line. He is not a guy who likes to go up to that foul line. Roy trying to stay in front of him. Nice entry pass. And the bucket.
I like what this club's doing now, Marv. They're not settling for that jump shot. That time they get right to the rim.
Dickow gets it to Miles. And they clear it out. Dickow at the line. And he makes them both. 3 minutes gone by in the second. Clippers up by 14. Nice ball movement. Brand to the bucket. Elton Brand.
Easy to see, Marv, why rebounding totals are so important in this game. You've got to find a way to get the ball back when you force a miss.
And kicks it out. And able to knock it down.
Marv, this team fell behind early by taking poor shots. That time, a very solid possession, and they get the good look.
I like what this club is doing, Marv. Nice execution offensively. That leads to the easy bucket.
Nice pass inside. McGlure with a layup opportunity.
Jamal McGlure.
Here's the shot by McGinney.
That's the kind of shot that your teammates end up not liking you very much.
To Miles. Miles, who has lots of space. And Raef LaFrentz not able to score.
Marv, as the game goes along, if they continue to hit the offensive glass, they'll make some of those second chance opportunities.
They'll have to force.
Marv, I remember my rookie year in Phoenix. I took a shot like that. I don't think I played for 3 weeks.
Livingston pushing it down.
Oh, that's good, solid defense there, Marv. You got to contest every shot. I like what this club is doing.
And halfway through this one, the Clippers lead by 13.
Sem neurose. Demorou. É o som do Brasa. Ei, ei, Brasa.
The Clippers with a solid first half, and they have done it with their run-and-gun style.
Well, that's what they like to do, Marv. Get the ball off the glass and go. And I thought they did an excellent job in the first half of really forcing the tempo. Look for more of the same as we get underway in the third quarter.
Dickow sets it up. Oh, what a shot by Miles.
Marv, they can still win this game if they continue to execute offensively and get good shots.
Mobley fires one up. Here come the Trailblazers. Dickow able to extend.
Marv, when you face this kind of deficit, it's important to get any easy baskets that you can. Nice job taking advantage of the opportunity.
Livingston guarded by Dickow. The jumper by Mobley.
The fans love it, Marv. This team is rolling now.
An open opportunity for three. They were down by as many as 20. It is now a 10-point game.
It's a very difficult position to be in, Marv. The road team down big, and I'll tell you what, they're showing a lot of resilience with this comeback.
Not able to hit the three.
Marv, nice flow offensively. They get a wide open look. They just couldn't get it to go.
To Miles. But Getty giving no room. Nice ball movement. Dickow being played aggressively. And Dan Dickow hits on the pull-up.
Marv, he got that shot to go, but I'm not so sure his coach really liked the attempt. In fact, I can hear him screaming at him right now.
Dickow had a hand up, and that changed the shot.
Pretty poor offensive possession there, Marv. You've got to find a better shot for one of your better shooters.
Roy to the line. And hits both. Livingston being guarded. That's a forced shot, and he gets the friendly roll. Dickow being played tightly, and Darius Miles off the mark.
It's a very bad shot there, Marv. Got to have better shot selection in a close game. What an acrobatic maneuver, Marv. That was a spectacular play.
Dickow sets it up. Shot clock to 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Mobley. And Dan Dickow could not finish. Here come the Clippers. Here's Livingston and gets the friendly roll.
This team is really attacking offensively, Marv, getting out on the wings and running the floor.
And a foul is called. Dickow looking for the three. 3.5 gone by in the third quarter. Clippers up by 9. Livingston with the shot. And he scores, getting the friendly roll. Dickow takes all the way. Great help over there by Livingston. Dickow with the jumper.
Well, with the hand in his face, he somehow manages to make it anyway.
Dickow with room.
Dan Dickow.
Nice move by Livingston. Shaun Livingston with a terrific finish.
Terrific offense, Marv. They get an easy bucket because of solid execution.
Livingston putting some pressure on Dickow. And rebounded by Miles. 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's McGlory.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to continue to try to build upon it, and the way you do that, Marv, is solid defense.
And Cuttino Mobley comes up short. 4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dickow wide open. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Clippers lead by 9.
I wanna some heads.
All right, here we go. They're setting things up. That is an offensive foul. Beautiful switch. Livingston sets it up. And the pass play broken up. Here come the Trailblazers. Fires one up. And Dan Dickau not able to hit. Roy being played aggressively. Shot blocked. Here's LaFrance.
Rafe LaFrance.
Accelerates. The basket counts and the foul. Livingston back at the line looking to complete a three-point play. And he makes it. Roy being guarded. Here's the shot by Miles.
I'm not sure what he's thinking. There's plenty of time on the clock. You've got to move the ball, make the defense work. Don't bail everybody out by firing a bad shot.
Transition offense, Marv, begins with a defensive stop, but it's finished by a good outlet pass and a great push up the floor.
Dickau using the screen. And Dan Dickau blows the layup.
Well, the screen and roll is designed to put pressure on the defense, but really nice play by the defender, sliding through and staying in front of the ball handler.
Dickau takes all the way, and Dan Dickau not able to hit.
Well, anytime you're trailing, Marv, it's important to get some easy shots, whether it's a putback, a free throw. You've got to find a way to get the ball into the rim just to build some confidence.
And that's a three-second violation. Steve, what do you think? Good call. I know you're constantly checking out those 3-second violations.
I thought it was a little quick, Marv. Looked like he was only in there for maybe 2.9, and all of a sudden, the ref calls it and move on the other way. That's a rare call. You don't see that often.
And I know the internal clock in your head is always operating.
Ticking, Marv, constantly.
Here's Mobley. And Cuttino Mobley with 23 points. Great help over there by McGetty. Here's McGlory.
Nice job challenging that shot once again, Marv.
Livingston kicks it back out. And Cuttino Mobley not able to hit. Here's Dickau. The rebound handled by McGlory. And Jamal McGlory not able to score. Livingston to the rim. They double up. Roy at the line. Makes them both. Nice entry pass. And Chris Kaman off the mark. Kaman doing a good job on McGlory. And Brandon Roy with his first field goal. Clock at 7. They clear it out. McGetty shoots off the mark and kicks it out. And Darius Miles called for the intentional foul.
Well, they're not in the penalty yet, Marv, and down late in the game here, they've got to force the action. I don't mind that foul at all.
Livingston to the line. And hits both. And Nate McMillan, apparently not liking what he's seeing, takes a timeout.
Well, Mark, facing this kind of deficit, you're really in big trouble, but what you try to do is get a quick three-pointer off, so maybe a flare screen or a quick pick and pop. Try to get a shooter open, knock down a three, and then you've got to force a turnover. If not, foul and send somebody to the line. But either way, they're probably in trouble at this point.
Oh, he fouled him intentionally, and that'll mean free throws. Livingston at the line. He is 4 of 5 at the line. Misses them both. And timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Well, at this point, Marv, you've got to put your best shooters on the floor. Facing this kind of deficit, you probably need threes. So look for this club to draw something up to get a perimeter look. And then at that point, force a turnover. If you can't do that, you've got to foul and hope that the other team misses, because this is really desperation time.
Dixon at the line for the first time. Them both. Webster has checked in for the first time.
Martell Webster.
Oh, he committed an intentional foul. They're just looking to stop the clock. He'll go to the line. Livingston to the line. He is 4 for 7 from the foul line. And hits both. Webster replaced by Dixon. And Nate McMillan wants to talk.
Well, at this point as a coach, Mark, you just want to draw something up to get yourself an open three-pointer, because when you're facing this type of deficit, you got to knock down a three and then force a turnover, try to create some havoc out there. You never know what's going to happen, Marvin. I mean, every year it seems like we see a couple of games where you think it's over and then a miracle occurs. So at least put yourself in a position where you can cause some kind of miracle.
Mobley at the line. Handled by McGlory. McGlory on the hop. That was a three-point attempt. Rebound by Kaman. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Kaman at the line, first time tonight. McGinney was right there and kicks it out. And they clear it out. 4 seconds remaining. This one is in the books. The final score is 64-56. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr. We bid you good night from Staples Center. Coming to you live from Arco Arena in Sacramento, it's the Sacramento Kings and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr.
Starting at guard, number 23, Kevin Martin. Starting at forward, number 3, Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Starting at center, number 52, Brad Miller. Starting at the other guard, number 10, Mike Bibby. Starting at the other forward, number 93, Ron Artest. And your coach, Eric Musselman.
Well, as we get started, Steve, what's the game plan here for the Kings?
Well, they have to find a way to contain Kevin Garnett, but it's really impossible. This guy's so talented. He can do it all. I think you've got to try to force him to take perimeter shots, but even that might not work.
Artest putting the speed on, and Ron Artest blows the layup. Jaric walks it across. Nice entry pass. And Randy Ford off the mark. Bibby, nice move. And Mike Bibby could not finish. Jaric gets space. That's a forced shot. The T-Wolves control, and Mark Blount not able to score. Bibby being played tightly. The Kings clear it out. Artest fires one up. And Brad Miller is able to hit on the layup.
Marv, offensive rebounding is about quickness and anticipation. It's a terrific play there.
Oh, that was a good call. I didn't think there was any question about it.
I don't know what play you were looking at. That was obviously a block, and yet he gets called for the charge.
Here's the replay. Look, there's no question.
Marv, put your glasses on. Watch him.
They're on.
He slides in there. He was not in position at all.
I can't take this anymore. I've had it. Bibby coming over with some help defense. And Randy Ford hits the first field goal attempt for Minnesota. Here's Bibby. Here's the shot by Abdur-Rahim.
That's great hustle there, Marv. You've got to love the effort, the offensive putback following the rebound.
Jaric being played by Bibby. What a pass. Shot clock to 6.
Great defense there, Marv, forcing a very difficult shot.
The Kings throw it away. Bibby giving no room. Nice pass inside. Yes.
He made a spectacular shot. The defense did all it could.
Bibby to the bucket. And Mike Bibby able to flip it home. 3 minutes gone by in the quarter. Kings up by 2. Here's Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. Mike Bibby.
Nice entry pass. Jaric off-balance shot and rebounded by Martin. Bibby had to work hard for that shot.
I felt like they settled for that shot, Marv. Probably could have gotten something a little bit better.
Martin stepping over. And the field goal.
That's great execution of that high screen and roll. A solid pick gets the defender caught up and allows for the open jumper.
Here's the double. Here's Bibby. And Mike Bibby converts.
They've got to tighten up their defense there, more poor rotation.
Yarich with the jumper.
That's excellent defense there, Marv. The help comes over and contests the shot and forces that miss.
Here's Yarich, and Marco Yarich thought he was fouled, was looking for a call.
Marv, you know the old coach's adage, great offense starts with solid defense. That's certainly the case here.
Artest with a wide-open shot. And Sharif got the roll.
Boy, those second chance points are killers if you're the defense, Marv. They've got to box out.
Blount sets it up, and Randy Ford comes up short. They clear it out. Marco Yarich, beautiful job with 1 second remaining in the quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the Kings trail by 1.
1, 2.
And they're ready to play. Bibby being played aggressively. Oh, what a collision. He is clearly in pain after that. Thomas at the line.
Kenny Thomas.
The Kings able to keep it alive. Yes.
Mark, this will drive coaches crazy. You work so hard defensively to stop a team from scoring, and then you give them the offensive rebound off the missed free throw.
Nice pass inside. Jumper off the mark. Sacramento able to handle it. Yes, from downtown. Ron Artest. Yarich moving to the front court. And he's fouled from behind by Thomas. Yarich to the line. He's an excellent 91% free throw shooter.
Yarich is a pretty solid all-around player, Mark. Big for a point guard. That means he can cover 2 guards at the other end if he has to. So he's very versatile and really known for his passing skills.
And he makes them both. Artest with the shot, and Ron Artest able to knock it down.
Marv, it is so much easier to make a shot like that when you get a good pass from a teammate. That time, terrific offensive rhythm.
Here's an update on the injury to Brad Miller. He's back on the bench. We'll have to see if he gets more playing time. Bibby wide open. Sacramento able to handle it. Shot clock is down to 7. Yarich being guarded. And Kenny Thomas with the foul. That is his second. Yarich at the line.
Well, he'll get 2 free throws here, Marvin. Very important early in the game to establish something from the free throw line.
And Marco Yarich with 11 points. Bibby met by Yarich. Here's the shot by Artest.
What a great shot, Marv. Defensively, that's all you can do. Contest the shot and hope for the best.
Here's Yarich. And Marco Yarich was looking for a foul call. Bibby able to break it down. Bibby to the line. He's a 74% free throw shooter.
Bibby, the second overall pick in the 1998 draft, Marv, came out of the University of Arizona, also known as point guard U. I know you noted that earlier, Marv, but Bibby really is one of the top shooting guards in the NBA. Plays the point, but very offensive-minded, beautiful shooting stroke, and actually has never made an all-star team, surprisingly enough.
Yarich, who has lots of
Marco
space.
Yarich.
So that is the 13th foul on the Timberwolves. Bibby at the line.
Well, I like that move, Marv, aggressively going to the hoop and getting a couple of easy opportunities at the free throw line.
Blount ends up with it. He'll have to force.
Great defense here, Mark, forcing a very difficult attempt.
And he puts it down.
Great transition offense, Mark, begins with a defensive rebound, and you've got to love the way they're pushing the ball up the floor.
2 minutes left in the
Foy
second quarter.
with the move. And Randy Foy able to lay it home. Bibby guarded by Yarich. Getting position. Here's Thomas.
Good job clogging the lane, Marv, not allowing anything easy at the basket.
Here's Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
To Bibby. The ball will go back to the Timberwolves.
Bounds. Minnesota ball.
Blount comes across. Accelerates. And Mark Blount blows the layup. Bibby bringing it across. And fires one up. Handled by Blount. Foy pushing it down. And Randy Foy could not finish. And Randy Foy able to hit.
Second chance points, Marv. They kill you. You've got to secure that defensive rebound.
And the offensive foul will give it back to the Timberwolves.
Marv, this is a 2-for-1 opportunity. This club would love to finish the half strongly, enter the locker room on a high note.
Good interior defense there, Marv. You've got to contest every shot. That's exactly what these guys are doing.
3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Yarich takes all the way. Here's the shot by Blount.
Mark Blount.
Martin looking for the opening.
Mark, great job drawing the contact and still having the strength to finish the play.
And he does it. Three-point play. Five seconds remaining. Rebound by Bibby. Final seconds, and he'll just fire one up. And on that note, the second quarter is finished. The Kings lead by 1. The Kings with the lead as this third quarter gets underway. Steve, what do they have to do in the second half?
Well, I think they've got to pound the offensive glass, Marv. They've got to continue to try to find ways to get to the basket and get some easy points.
Nice entry pass. Abdur-Rahim gets it out. Shot clock to 5.
Well, in a close game, it is so important defensively to get a hand in the shooter's face every time down the floor. Got to knock that one down, Marv. Too easy.
Martin with a layup opportunity. Shot clock at 7. Shot clock at 5. And Randy Ford hits on the pull-up. Bibby finding room. And Mike Bibby thought he was fouled, was looking for a call.
Tough shot there. Somehow he gets it to go.
Foy again. And rebounded by Abdul-Rahim.
Mark, they have to get better offensive execution. In a close game, you've got to get quality attempts.
Shot clock with 6 seconds remaining. Foy takes to the rim. Foy at the line for the first time. And Randy Ford with 14 points. Bibby being played by Yarich. Here's the shot by Artest.
Marvin, the late stages of the game, you're trying to win. You've got to get a good possession every time down the court.
And Marco Yarich got the roll.
Boy, you hate to give up second chance opportunities like that when you're trailing, Marv.
Martin with a wide open shot.
Throwing a tight game, offensive execution becomes even more important, Marv.
Delivery to Blount. Blount's able to extend. And Kevin Martin is looking for a foul call.
Bringing the crowd to its feet, Marv. The momentum obviously swinging in their direction.
And gets the friendly roll. Bibby met by Yarich. That was a three-point attempt. Miller able to keep it alive. And the bucket. Nice pass inside, and Mark Blount not able to hit. Here's Bibby. Abdul-Rahim at the line, first time tonight.
Abdul-Rahim has an excellent low post game, Marv. He's a guy who can get the ball on the block, use his footwork to get around bigger players, and he'll post up smaller ones, use those long arms to get that jump hook off.
And hits both. Yarich to the rim. Here come the T-Wolves. Foy to the bucket. And Kevin Martin called for the foul. That's his first. Foy to the line. Artest able to hustle it down. Yes.
What an athletic maneuver to find his way to the rim.
Yarich gets inside, and Marco Yarich thought he was fouled, was looking for a call. Good job by Yarich. Artest guarded by Davis, handled by Blount.
Marv, any coach will tell you the key to winning a close game down the stretch is you've got to make every possession count. That's too quick there. Well, you've got to keep the offense out of the lane. That's just way too easy.
And Mike Bibby's able to hit on the layup.
Mark, where's the defense? You've got to slide your feet, get in front of people defensively.
And they clear it out. Yarich accelerating, and Marco Yarich able to flip it home. Yarich with the interception. Here's the shot by Davis.
Ricky Davis.
The score is tied at the end of the third quarter.
This the year of the blacksmith. Talib Kweli.
All right, here we go. They will put it in play. Yarich takes all the way. That's a 10-2 run for the Timberwolves.
Marv, you have to love the fortitude of this team. They were down, but they've made this great comeback by continuing to play hard defensively on the boards. They're sharing the ball. They're really clicking on all cylinders now.
Minnesota able to handle it. Bibby had a hand up, and that changed the shot. And Mark Brown not able to hit. To Martin. And he finishes with some flow.
Defensively, they cannot give up such an easy hoop, Marv.
Foy with a rainbow.
Boy, the defense very fortunate there, Marv. They gave up a wide open look, just didn't go down.
Artest with the shot. Rebound by Garnett.
Marv, it's going to take a much better defensive effort to win this game. They were very fortunate that that shot missed.
Tough shot at this stage of the game, Marv. You've got to get a better possession.
Artest with a layup opportunity. Artest at the line for the first time.
Artest, a terrific defensive player, one of the few guys in the league with the strength to guard people down on the block and the quickness to extend that defense out to the perimeter.
And Ron Artest with 13 points. Yarich gets it to Garnett. Strong move by Garnett. Bibby being played tightly and looking for the three.
This is what good teams do, Marv. They execute offensively. They get good attempts at the basket.
Seven on the 24. Shot clock with 5 seconds remaining. Yarich fires with 1 on the clock. 2.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Kings up by 2. Bibby finds the opening, and Mike Bibby got the roll.
Well, what a gifted player he is, Marv. A terrific athletic play.
Nice entry pass, and kicks it out. Foy penetrating, and Randy Ford converts.
It's a beautiful shot there.
In the fourth quarter.
Bibby draws the double. Minnesota moving it across. Here's Davis. Davis at the line for the first time, looking to complete a three-point play. It. Bibby got it down low, and Ron Artest with 18 points. And that It's a 3-second violation. Steve, talk about bad timing. That's not when you want to turn it over.
No, costly error there, Marv. You're trailing, trying to get back into the game. You've got to get a shot every time down the floor.
Artest again. Nice box out by Garnett. And timeout called by Dwayne Casey.
Well, Marv, we're in the final moments of this game. This team is trailing. Offensive execution is critical. You can't afford a turnover or a bad shot here. They're going to try to draw something up, get a good attempt, and then at the other end, play good, solid defense.
Oh, the screen is set. Yarich takes to the ring.
Well, they got what they wanted, Marv, a shot in the lane, but you've got to convert those at this stage of the game.
And Kevin Martin giving away at home. And timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Marv, every coach in the NBA has a menu of what they call ATOs, after timeout plays. They're going to go to something they're very comfortable with, probably try to get the ball to their go-to man.
Bibby trying to stay in front of him. Shot clock is down to 2. And Sharif off the mark.
Marv, it's critical to challenge every shot, especially late in a close game. That time, a wide-open shot was missed.
And Kevin Garnett intentionally fouled him. 20 seconds left in the quarter. It's a 3-point game. Martin at the line. Kevin Martin with 14 points. And Dwayne Casey takes a timeout with time running down here in the fourth quarter. Yarich putting the speed on. Nice ball movement and scores. Oh, he committed an intentional foul. They're just looking to stop the clock. He'll go to the line. Bibby to the line. And Mike Bibby with 21 points. Davis forcing the jumper by Davis. Oh, that's a foul to stop the clock, and he'll go to the line. Bibby at the line. He is 5 of 6 at the line. And Mike Bibby with 22 points. Ball back to the Kings. Oh, he fouled him intentionally, and that'll mean free throws. Bibby to the line. He's 6 for 8 tonight. Makes them both. We're down to the final seconds. Minnesota able to clear it out. This one is over. The final score is 69-64. Marv Albert along with Steve Kerr saying so long from Arco Arena.
them all.